top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grand Sports Arena. We are live from Huffman Estates, hoping and praying that the game coming up is going to be the same as yesterday from the camp of the Chicago Mustangs, MLIS. I'm a little nervous because I'm about to send the signal over right field level to Teresa Limon. Teresa, how are you, lady?
Tico, great being here this afternoon, and a great atmosphere this afternoon with everyone here at Grand Sports Arena, home of the Chicago Mustangs. And well, we're getting started. Everything seems warmed up. Even the weather has been very nice to us this morning. The roads are clear. People are coming in as we speak, still looking for a seat where to enjoy this game. And well, great match we're having in this afternoon once again versus the Canadian Crusaders, who took a win last night, and well, now it's a totally different day, a totally different atmosphere, totally different game.
Right.
You got to turn that page, and now it's time for a brand new game, Tico.
Leave that on the rear view mirror, as I always say. We got a brand new on our windshield here from Huffman Estates. I'm glad you're coming along for the broadcast, and we invite you to start sharing your messages on the website, and the people that are following in Canada, welcome to the broadcast right here, right now, originating from Huffman Estates in Illinois under Allen Technologies. Boss?
Yes, that's great. We're looking at the kids at this time getting ready for the protocol introduction that normally is one of the greatest introductions that I've seen lately from MLIS. I really enjoy watching the kids, the future of indoor soccer, and they're lined up very happy, very motivated, excited to be in the center of the field of a team that they look up to, and that they look up to Chicago Mustangs, watching the players be right next to them, something that I remember when I was young. I always look up to the players and always wanted to see them up close, and it's a great opportunity, great experience for this young players, and it looks like they are from the youth club of the Chicago Mustangs, and well, they're ready and set and waiting for that signal.
I rarely get nervous on a broadcast when we open up the same, but I mean, today it's a different kind of feel, you know. After a great weekend of indoor soccer, we're coming up to a Sunday, the last Sunday in November 30th, wherever you happen to be. Welcome to the broadcast, and if you out and about, we still have some room in the bleachers. We got 5 minutes before everything starts, so yeah, come on down and welcome to the broadcast. Teresa, anything on the rear view mirror to recap from yesterday's takeaways from yesterday's game?
Yeah, two great teams are going to be facing this afternoon on the indoor field. We had a Chicago Mustangs who probably didn't have quite the outcome, the results that they were looking for last night. But like I mentioned, it's a totally different game. It's a fresh start. It's Sunday, and it's time to just change the page. And we're looking forward for Chicago Mustangs, who is known to have control and possessions of the game right away. Looking for the wide spaces. We have Luis Marquez, who usually controls the atmosphere, the rhythm of the game, and then the tempo, and then we have the Crusaders, who yesterday surprised everyone, coming from Toronto, given major props, jet lag, transportation, probably not sleeping well, not well rested, but they came out here and gave us a show. They came out here, played aggressive soccer. They used the wall, something that was surprised, because before that we spoke to the coach and said they're not used to having the walls. So good job for the Crusaders. Now it's a totally different story. Let's see what they will be bringing out to this afternoon. And we also know that at some point both teams have top players. Let's see what Gabriel Jurado, who's the top scorer for the Chicago Mustangs, will be coming out to give his team.
I'll tell you what, we're going to go and pay some bills, and we'll be right back.
The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are live from Great Sports Arena in Huffman Estates. We're about to bring you a hell of a game between the visiting Canadian Crusaders against your home team, the Chicago Mustangs. For that and more, I have the privilege and the honor to broadcast this game alongside one of the great in the business, Teresa Limon. How you doing? Good to see you. We are about to go live. The things are about to start up.
Yeah, it's very excited to be here at Hoffman Estates and have the privilege to watch two great teams, Chicago Mustangs versus the Crusaders, who had an awesome, very intense game last night.
Yes,
that
indeed.
I was very surprised. At times I even forgot that I was working. I had to do a comment because I was so into the game, watching how these both teams show their techniques, show the game of indoor soccer, and well, what a show. And I'm hoping everyone enjoys this afternoon, because these two teams are gonna play and give it all just like they did last night.
Yes, indeed, and they are from Toronto, the Canadian Crusaders. They are more than ready. They spend the night here in Illinois, and they are here, and the game is about, what time is it anyway? Is it about time? It's game time, right? It's almost 12:53. We got 7 minutes to start the festivities and on the pitch here in Grand Sports Arena. So, yeah, let's. I'm gonna throw the microphone literally to Teresa. They say that I hit you yesterday.
Oh, don't throw the microphone. That one looks pretty heavy.
Yeah. All right. So let's close it up, and then we'll start the festivities. All right, everybody. How you doing today? Welcome on this last Sunday of November 30th. How's everybody doing? Make some noise, Chicago! There you go. Watch out for that train. It's loaded. It's loaded, and it's time to welcome the visiting team all the way from Toronto, Canada, the Canadian Crusaders. Let me go through the roster here. Goalkeeper number 1, Bucky. Defender number 2, Daniel Chamale. Wearing number 4, defender Tim Mahabir. Wearing number 20, defense Nolan Karuta. Wearing number 8, midfield Wasir Rahimi. Wearing number 18, midfielder all the way from Tunisia, Medhi Ehutsi. Wearing number 22 in midfielder, Rahim Rose. Forward wearing number 11, Andrea Stefano. Wearing number 9, forward, Darius Kerr Cooper. Wearing number 15 in defense, and Jason Alvarado. And here is the starting lineup for the visiting Canadian Crusaders. Number 30, goalkeeper Philip Sendelek. Defender number 17, Eugene Seats. Wearing number 3, defender Jared Phillip. Wearing number 7, midfield Osman Hussein. Wearing number 10, Sebastian Lopez. Wearing number 23, forward Alan Leaford. And now it's time to welcome your home team, your Chicago Mustangs. Welcome to the pitch. Goalkeeper number 49, Denis Luis Aragon. Wearing number 5, defender Sergi Warsenek. Wearing number 11, defender Luis Marquez. Wearing number 2, midfield Andy Tovar. Wearing number 24, midfield Stefan Selenovic. Forward wearing number 21, Alejandro Morales. Wearing number 34, Eduardo Nava. Wearing number 14, Christopher Garcia. Wearing number 13, Aaron Bicaro. Wearing number 84, Jose Matute. Wearing number 6, Alex Filiam. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome the starting lineup for your Chicago Mustangs. In goal, Vuela Vuela, Jose Crescendis. Number 28, Hernan Garcia. Number 17, Jose Ibarra. Number 22, Dario Gamboa. Number 8, Gabriel Jurado. Number 27, Jorge Ochoa. The Chicago Mustangs are coached by Armando Garboa, assisted by Ernesto Correa and Ricardo Arroyo. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of the Canadian National Anthem by Simone. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand or remain standing for the singing of the American National Anthem by Tom. Beg your pardon, by Simone.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the home's bursting near, gave proof through that night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, everything is set. Teresa, we are ready from Grand Sports Arena in Hoffman Estates. Two great teams to follow up on this November 30th on a Sunday, the last Sunday of November. So I got to pay the mortgage, I forgot.
What a great way to end the month of November with a great game of indoor soccer. We have both teams getting ready, doing the last stretches. Each player, you know, this is not the easiest game. I mean, obviously, there's differences between outside soccer and indoor. And let me tell you, Tico, I sometimes feel that you need to be mentally prepared, not only mentally, but physically prepared for these times. It's a fast-paced game. It's very important to play smart soccer. Those knowing where the ball is going to head once you receive that pass. You know, indoor soccer, it looks easy from the outside, but it's actually really hard once you're inside on the field.
The endurance of both of these teams, the cardio more, the physical aspect of it is top level. I mean, it's going to be 4 quarters, 15 minutes each, all high octane. So we are more than ready. We are waiting for the referees to take the ball and take it to the middle of the pitch. And any last closing comments from you?
Well, we are looking forward for an intense game. Those of you who were tuned in last night know what we were talking about. It was a very intense game in which we had both teams coming from behind, tying up the game, leading the game, falling behind. Tico, these are the type of games that are intense. This is probably the revenge, the comeback for Chicago Mustangs, trying to gain the win for this afternoon in front of their crowd. It's a great way to spend a Sunday, a nice and cold Sunday. The weather is great outside, but fans decided to come in and support their Chicago Mustangs. And right now we're seeing how the fans are starting to come in. Children are starting to grab their seats. Some of them just finished playing in the other fields here at Chicago. So here, Chicago Mustangs Youth Club is actually making sure they come and watch and support their senior team, in which they look up to. Yesterday we had two players from the U15 who said that they had the privilege to go play in France, and their future is playing ahead in a competitive league just like MLIS.
There you go, and we got a game going on right now. Goalie to goalie is the pass. Well, we are just starting the game, reliving yesterday's game for a little bit, and then we're going to concentrate in the present when the Crusaders started the game with soccer or locker room goal. But this is a brand new game, and there's the first shot. Stopped by the defender back there, Ibarra, which sends it right up, and then the Crusaders are right back on the attack. Watch out. Here we go. Center goal. I was just talking about that. In less than 35 seconds, they open up the score.
Great attacking right away. Canadian Crusaders right away start off the game with a very, making it look very easy, small little touches right into the goal, right inside the box, and number 7 making sure he puts it right in there. Number 7, who scored the first goal for Canadian Crusaders, Osman Hussein, right away said, we're here, we're coming from Toronto, let's put one away right away.
Here we go. The goalie puts it in play on the right-hand side of the pitch. Right back to number 2 for the Canadian Crusaders, Daniel Chamale. Chamale with the ball. Coming forward to defend, but he decided to go with his goalie, Philip. Great atmosphere here on this Sunday. Welcome to the broadcast again, everybody. In a few minutes, we're going to start sending some shout-outs to you there are giving us the honor of sharing this broadcast, brought to you by Allen Technology. The goalie, Philip, with the ball, starting to the right-hand side of the pitch by number 18, Mehdi. Canada on the attack. Right up there, but Marquez is on defense, but number 22 sends Marquez to the pitch, to the turf. Now, retrieving that ball is Daniel Chamale for the Canadian Crusaders right away. Opens it up to Philip. Philip right back to Chamale. Hasn't passed the line that separates the pitch. Head ball on the cross. Right back to the Crusaders. On the attack, Chamale. Chamale on the give and go, 1-2, 1-2. And this is not a mic check. This is exactly what's going on the pitch. A header being sent out by Marquez to a corner kick. There's a change of personnel for Canada.
I want to welcome everyone, Tico, at this time who's are just coming in, tuning in. We're looking at how a lot of people are starting to get involved in the chat as well into our live broadcast. We thank you very much for tuning in this lovely Sunday afternoon here at Chicago, the home of the Chicago Mustangs here at Grand Sports Arena. And for those of you guys tuning in, trying to figure out who's Chicago Mustangs and who are the Canadian Crusaders, we have the Chicago Mustangs today wearing their white and black bottom uniform, and on the Canadian Crusaders side, we have them wearing black with gold on their sleeves. Yesterday, both teams had a totally different uniform. Today, it's a new game, a new style, a new form, new players coming in, holding the starting lineup, and well, why not? Why not uniforms today, right? Which I really like. I really like that. Chicago Mustangs, we see like their logo, their Mustangs right at the bottom of their uniform in blue. Very creative. I mean, I spoke a few whiles ago to their operations team, and I kind of gave them major props on their merchandise. They have beautiful styles that I said, Tico, you and I were like, when is our gear coming in, right, Tico?
That's right. I mean, we throw the jab, but it hasn't not been delivered. But anyway, here we go. Jose Resendiz with the ball for the Chicago Mustangs. We go on the breakaway. Mr. Cooper on defense, trying to take a ball away from number 28, but he decides to go back for help. That was Hernan Garcia. The ball ends up with Jose Resendiz. Shoots it up to the right-hand side. Chest strap it to the middle. Comes up. He shoots with the left foot. But the goalie, Phillip, was right there for Canada. Ibarra with the ball. Putting the brakes on it. He doesn't want to complicate matters, and he decides to go with his goalie, Jose Resendiz. Jose Resendiz, right, hugging the pitch, hugging the carpet. Resendiz again with the ball, sending a deep pass alongside, scurrying along the left-hand side of the pitch. Mr. Cooper playing alongside another player, which is the wall right up there. He shoots left. Jose Resendiz wasn't able to bring that down to his control. And then Canada regained control of the ball. Number 17, same here, Eugene Seats. The Canadian on defense. Number 22 for Chicago Mustangs, right up there, Dario Gamboa with the ball. Spreading the ball alongside the oval pitch here in Gordon Sports Arena. And you said, Teresa, there are some folks coming to the broadcast.
Yes, definitely. We have a few that were in last night's live broadcast, which we are very grateful. Thank you so much. Right there, I saw some messages, direct messages out to me, who made a comment, Tico, that they really enjoy our broadcast, our comments, our narration of the game. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We're always trying to do our best out here as much as possible to give you the much neat details as we can about this game, and obviously entertain you guys, not just watch the game, to kind of see what's going on behind the scenes. We give a shout out to Fernando Gutierrez, 4119. Thank you so much. He's tuning in from Toronto. He stated that he enjoyed yesterday's game. Oliver, once again, come on, Chicago Mustangs. Jonas Colvin, thank you so much for coming back. I know we saw you in the home opener of the Chicago Mustangs. Tune in. Great comments, very positive. Thank you so much. Sebas 17. Thank you so much for making sure you're listening and very looking into the details. We appreciate that. That means you guys are very interested and love the game of indoor soccer that you watch through the MLIS live broadcast. Jerry Perez, shout out to Sergi. Thank you so much. Lesia Redwall. Oh, hello. You're back. It's great seeing you back. Let's go Toronto. John J204, thank you so much for your comments. John Smith, good production you guys have. Go Toronto. Appreciate it, John. Thanks for the motivational comments. Thanks to you guys. That motivates us, and every time we do our best to get as much information for all of you viewers of this beautiful game of indoor soccer.
First blue card of the game against Toronto. They don't agree, and that was by number 3, Jared Phillip. He's got to go to the hot box, which that means that the home team's got a power play, which is going to generate some advantage to the home team. Number 8 is going to put that ball in play, Gabriel Jurado. Gonna put it in play. One player on the wall. Mustangs on the power play. He shoots, and there's a Goal! Chicago Mustangs. In this thing, it's even up. 1-1.
Great goal from number 8, Gabriel Jurado, this leader known for the Chicago Mustangs. Goal number 5 of the season for this great player. And what a shot. What a shot from a very hard angle, right? Very close to the wall of the corner kick. It was such an angle. But you know what? This tells you that this is something that has been practiced. This is not something that comes in right away. You could tell that Gabriel Jurado has been making sure he is ready and for these types of situations. And just as you mentioned earlier, this is where Chicago Mustangs need to take advantage, where their Crusaders are man down. And great shot from Jurado. Let's see what he brings. This is something that Chicago Mustangs know they can rely on their leader when they need him the most.
It's a give and go game. We got 7 minutes and 34 seconds left on this first period of play. There's a conference, a timeout, official timeout on the field. So are we going to go play some bills or what? Yes, the boss says yes. Let's go play. Be back.
The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer.
And we're back. We are back. The ball is about, there we go, there's a whistle. It's about to be played, and it's the Mustangs taking it right back from the Crusaders by Jose Resendiz and his whole work area. Mustangs, that was number 22, Dario Gamboa, that wishes he can have that play back. It's up on the net, so that means it was a kick in for the visiting team. Number 22 on the offense, Raheem Rose for the Crusaders. There's a corner. Oh, great save by Jose Resendiz, who stuck his right paw on that one and avoided the goal.
That is correct. What a great block from Resendiz, something that he's very focused in today, trying to make sure it stays 0 in the back. You know, even though the score has tied 1-1, it's a restart. Usually we tend to hear the coach saying, you know what, it's 0-0, nothing happened, let's keep the ball moving. And Resendiz is very focused, as you could see a few minutes ago. And well, we have a different Chicago Mustangs this afternoon, very connected at this time, keeping the tempo, very focused, doing a complete passing at this moment, not only using the wide sides of the pitch, but also trying to figure out how to get through the center of the field as well. So very open to different options. The players look like they're looking for switching, kind of getting the defense off guard from Crusaders, but at this time it's very early in the game. We have 6 minutes left of the first quarter. Let's see what Crusaders, how they will respond.
On the attack, attack is Chicago Mustangs. But the goalie for the Crusaders, Phillip, is right there. The ball goes right into our area here. You want to play? There you go. Mustangs, I'm going to put that ball in play by number 8, Gabriel Jurado. One on the wall. Sebastian Lopez on defense. Here we go. He shoots right up there. The goalie is very well prepared. Oh, he didn't mean it. Yeah, he was focused on the ball, and he accidentally kicked the goalie. So all said and done, the Canadians come out playing, come out roaring. There's a little mishap on the pitch over there. Nothing big happening. 5 minutes and 35 seconds left on this very first period of play. The score is 1-1. Very intense game, Teresa. Can cut it with a butter knife.
Yes, a very intense game. Both teams are focused. They know what each team is capable of doing. Both are able to damage at any second each other. As we saw last night, it was a back and forth after a goal, back and forth game. It was nonstop. Eventually, we had a winner last night, but you know what? Let's not talk about the past, Tico, because this is a brand new game.
You're right. You're absolutely right, but I can't help it. It was a great game. Now, as you say, that was in the past. Ibarra with the ball for the Chicago Mustangs. He decides to go back to Jose Resendiz. Jose Resendiz Ibarra. Number 28 comes out free on the pitch to collect the ball for the Mustangs. Right away, Sebastian Lopez on the mark. A very personal mark, because as Teresa illustrated, they kind of know these two teams. I said it last night, and I keep going back to that one. Watch out. In the meantime, the Mustangs are on the attack, played it off the wall. But the defense for the Crusaders, I mentioned that these two teams have a very similar style of play. Mustangs come out, shoots it up, put it up, but a great header on defense for the Crusaders. Number 17 brought down, but the referees say play on. It goes on the offense. Jose Resendiz. Marquez comes up with the ball for the Chicago Mustangs. He loses it momentarily. Crusaders go on the attack. Marquez recoups the ball right on the very dangerous area back there, but the ball comes up. It's a 3-lane pass. Offense on that one, and the Mustangs are going to take the ball, control the ball with that. No, beg your pardon, the Crusaders.
Yes, and number 17 seems to going to take this shot. We see Resendiz talking to his line, making sure he adjusts that wall. Number 17, very technical player, knows how to place the ball. Let's see if the defense of Chicago Mustangs can't cut short that opportunity.
Eugene Seats puts the ball in play. Mustangs come right up, roaring the other way. The goalie, Phillip, it's right there, sending that ball to the side, which originates a kick in for the home team, the Chicago Mustangs. Number 34 is going to put her in play. Eduardo Nava. He's looking. One lone player for Canada on the wall. He shoots, hits the wall. Marquez scoops it right up. Momentarily, the goalie lost sight of that ball. The Mustangs come roaring right back. Number 17 is right there playing with the ball. Lopez distributing the ball for the Toronto Crusaders. Comes up on the forward play. There's a cross ball. Jared Phillip collects it. Plays it right back to his number 7 team player, Resendiz, on a 2-touch. Plays it with the wall, and then as he was coming back, it hits his body. It's a corner kick for the visiting team. I can't help but get nervous with that train horn. Lopez with the ball, dribbling away, and then number 8 on defense for the Mustang, Gabriel Jurado, send it on a corner kick. Lopez is going to put that ball in play for the Crusaders. He hesitates. He'd much rather go back and get support from Hussein. Lopez again. Marquez. Very crafty. Puts the ball up forward. On a breakaway comes up the Mustangs. Cross ball. Number 34. Couldn't hit that ball quite comfortably. He shanked it. Now Crusaders go on the offense. On the other side, there's a change of personnel for the Crusaders. Chamale with the ball for Toronto. Chamale comes up with the ball, distributed on the right-hand side of the oval pitch in Grand Sports Arena. There was an auto pass, meaning bouncing right off the wall for Canada. Comes roaring right back. There's a player down for the Canadians. On a breakaway, here comes the Mustangs. 2 players from Canada take the ball away. Chicago Mustangs. The action right in front of our broadcast. Hussein, number 7, on his dorsal. Chamale asks for the ball. The ball goes right to him. On the breakaway, number 11 got a bump on the back of his head. Referees say play on. Back to Resendiz with the ball. Wearing yellow today. There's a head pass. Bouncing off the glass. On the breakaway was number 24 for the Chicago Mustangs, Stevan Selinovic. Now Phillip, the goalkeeper for the Canadians, sends the ball into play the right-hand side of the oval pitch. Great atmosphere here, Teresa, in Grand Sports Arena. They both are playing for the ball. And the referee makes his whistle sound with the foul in favor of the visiting team.
Yeah, it's a very intense game. We have both teams trying to figure out the formula to try and get on top of the score. And right now, the first quarter has ended. A very, very intense game. Both teams kind of analyzing each other and their way of playing. But you know what, Tico? Both teams came out to try and gain control. At this time, neither of the teams have control and gain possession of this match.
Teresa, let's go pay some bills.
The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer.
All right, we're back. We paid some bills. Feel good about that. Teresa, we got ourselves a game.
Yes, we do, Tico. This match is very, very intense. Both teams came out really focused right away. Crusaders came in and took the first shot and scored the first goal. But you know what? Chicago Mustangs always responds back and tie the game 1-1. And you know what? I wonder what the coaches are saying out there. I mean, what instructions do they give the coaches? I mean, to the players.
We got one right here. We could ask him throughout the game what he said. What, give us the formula. But I mean, he's got his secrets.
There's only one formula to this game. Take what the ref gives you.
There you go.
Yeah, I've got to respect, obviously.
There you go. That was fast and to the point. I love it. Thanks, Coach. All right, Mr. Cooper is going to put the ball in play for the visiting Canadian Crusaders. Welcome to the broadcast. Who do we got out there, Teresa? Who do we have out there watching the game along with us? Canadian Crusaders put the ball in play. Right back to the goalie. Number 30, Philip Sendelak. Looking. And finally, he locates Mr. Cooper. Goes a handball on the play, but the referee doesn't mind, and the ball keeps playing. There's a breakaway, and the goalie for the Canadian Crusaders, very cool and collected, comes out. There's a trip, a leg trip on that play. The referee was right there and make his whistle be heard in the arena.
Number 17, now let me tell you, Tico, number 17 had a great ball skills, great fundamentals right there. We kind of see he was actually one of the main key players last night who had control, was the conductor, very his velocity, agility, plays back, and
there's a goal. You hit it right on the nose. The conductor for the visiting team, he finds Sebastian Lopez, and all he does is extend his left leg and puts number 2 on the board for the visiting team when there is 14 minutes, 10 seconds left of the second period of play.
As I was mentioning, Eugene, who actually was the assist right there, we kind of see how he grabs the ball, becomes lethal, and does a one-on-one versus number 17 of Chicago Mustangs, and does a straight pass right to the feet of Sebastian Lopez, who puts it away for the first goal of today's match. Great job by the Crusaders, and let's see how Chicago Mustangs responds. There is enough time, Tico, to get the Mustangs right up on the scoreboard. We're currently in 13 minutes left of the second quarter, and right there, I'm pretty sure Gamboa spoke to his players and saying, you know what, everything's going great, but let's turn up a little bit more the intensity. Let's keep focusing. Let's keep it organized. We know Chicago Mustangs, what the capabilities are of playing the ball right through the center or opening up on the wide. Chicago Mustangs are known to find solutions to situations that may arise within the field. And today is not an exception. Let's see in the next couple of minutes how Chicago Mustangs respond to the second goal of the Crusaders.
Teresa, do me a favor and hit that switch on the wall so we can do this thing in Spanish. There you go, the switch is on. Señoras y señores, la pelota la tiene, la va a conducir el equipo de casa. Ahí se acerca Márquez a castigar ese tiro libre cuando restan 13 minutos con 33 segundos a este segundo periodo de juego. El marcador está 2-1. Márquez frente al balón, 3 a la barrera defensiva para el equipo canadiense. Deja pasar el balón por entre sus piernas, hace un túnel. El balón llega a los linderos del área de trabajo donde está José Reséndiz, el golero espectacular, vuela del equipo de casa. El número 48 en su dorsal, lanza un tiro ahí arriba. ¡Gol! Mustangs, ¡Go Mustangs! Y esto se pone color de hormiga, Teresa, al rojo vivo.
¡Qué Cañonazo del número 24, Stefan Salonovich, que justo hizo la comunicación, la conexión con el arquero de Chicago Mustangs, Resendiz, que utilizó el apoyo de la pared para poder hacer ese pase hacia los pies de Stefan. Y bueno, muy buena ubicación, muy buen tiempo para poder poner con la derecha ese misil que ni siquiera el arquero de parte de los Crusaders pudo ver.
2-2 está el marcador. Al ataque se va el equipo de visita, Canadian Crusaders. Balón que le pertenece al equipo de Canadá, de Toronto para ser más específicos. Va a ser un lance a la candela de parte del equipo de Canadá, porque va a casi que el número 2, Daniel Chamale. Daniel Chamale observa, haga zapatos la defensa del equipo de casa Chicago Mustangs. Pelota dividida al medio, picó ahí pero sale muy bien José Resendiz, aprisionando esa pelota contra su humanidad. Pone la pelota en movimiento vía aérea, donde recepciona Ibarra. Ibarra ahorita observa su golero, que prefiere irse arriba solitario en el ataque. Ahí viene el pase ahora para José Resendiz, cachetea la pelota ras de piso, pero roba al equipo canadiense de Toronto Crusaders. Hay un foul ahí, pero el referí, ni corto ni perezoso, hace sonar su silbato. Tiro libre que le pertenece al equipo de visita. Tiro libre, pelota en movimiento que va a poner el número 22, Raheem Rose, para el equipo de visita. El balón lo controla ahorita el golero Philip. La pelota en profundidad la agarra José Resendiz, se la deja ahí a su defensa Ibarra. Ibarra pone los frenos de aire de nuevo para su golero Resendiz. Resendiz ahora jugando con su compañero, quiebra cintura, sale avante con la jugada, sector de la derecha, ataca a Mustang, defiende Canadá. Se volcaron al ataque cuando el marcador digital refleja 2 para cada uno de los gladiadores que están en el terreno de juego aquí en el Grand Sports Arena en Hoffman State. Donde quiera que usted nos haga el favor de amplificarnos, se lo agradecemos de una manera espectacular. Teresa Limón, mi nombre es Enrique Tico Fernández. Siga comunicándose con nosotros vía electrónica y de cuando en vez y de vez en cuando le hacemos llegar el saludo. Ataca el equipo de casa frente al equipo canadiense, que se está defendiendo como gato panza arriba. Sale avante Ibarra hacia atrás. Viene un cambio, está pidiendo el número 22, se lleva un par de golpes ahí cuando estaba pidiendo el cambio, pero es parte del juego. Viene el golero ahorita, Philip Sendela, que ha estado bastante ocupado, lo mismo que su colega de profesión. José Resendiz se está quejando de un golpe, de un agarrón, le está mostrando al árbitro su hombro. Y no es que le esté mostrando músculos, sino que le está mostrando, se llevó un arañazo.
Este partido, Tico, se ha puesto caliente después de que marcó el segundo gol los Chicago Mustangs. Estamos viendo cómo ha aumentado la intensidad, la agresividad, la ambición de ambos equipos. Sabemos que por ahí hemos visto unos empujones hombro a hombro, se puso un poquito más intenso, pero bueno, ahorita estos últimos 10 minutos de este segundo cuarto, los jugadores van a dar todo en la cancha, y sabemos físicamente también que es un desgaste, y últimamente, como bien lo mencionas, han pedido cambios más de lo esperado, pero eso muestra la intensidad, que están jugando más de lo que están acostumbrados de agregar de este tipo de partidos. Y bueno, por ahí vemos unos empujones, unas palabras, pero bueno, esto marca lo bonito que es el fútbol.
Es parte de la química en un partido tan disputado por estos dos equipos, cuando ahorita tenemos a López, el número 10 en su dorsal para el equipo de visita. Defiende Resendiz, ataca a López, López ataca, Defiende Reséndiz. Viene. El silbato. Viene López. Quiebra cintura. No puede porque José Reséndiz le dice no a esa jugada espectacular por parte de López.
Reséndiz mostrando por qué es el arquero titular de Chicago Masters, el capi atrás de la línea, muy enfocado, no se deja controlar por la finta el jugador de Crusaders, pero bueno, nuevamente mostrando sus habilidades, su talento como arquero y bueno, muy enfocado, como también su equipo se respalda de él, Tico. Tienen esa confianza para que Reséndiz juegue con los pies. Sabemos que es una habilidad para arqueros el poder manejar el balón también con los pies. No muchos tienen ese talento como lo tiene Reséndiz.
We're gonna switch right back. Here's the wall, or the switch on the wall rather, to come back to the English broadcast. We have a foul on the plate, on the pitch, when there is 9 minutes 58 seconds left on the second period of play. This thing is tied up 2-2. 2-2. There is the referee on the other side, Jose, doing his best. A very professional referee. And then you name him the orchestra director for the Crusaders, number 17, and he's doing his thing. Eugene loses the ball on the Mustangs defense. They come up with the play, they go right back on the attack. It's a give and take game, and I love it. The action is non-stop. Eugene didn't expect Sergi to come up out of nowhere and steal the ball. The Mustangs go on the attack on the other side of the pitch. There's a bump. There's a player down, Sergi, on 2 bounces. Try to recoup that ball, and then the goalie for Canada comes up with it. Philip, there comes the Crusaders. Marquez goes down on the play, and the referee plays on. Sergi distributing the ball. Mustangs pass up. There you go. On the other side of the field. The velocity that the ball travels on the carpet or the artificial turf, it's very eye-opening, if you will. The Mustangs go on the counter-attack on the right-hand side of the pitch. Number 2 trying to do something with that ball on the Tobar. We got a timeout. Oh, we got a foul. We got a foul on that play.
We see Gabriel Jurado, who decided to take the initiative and said, this is my opportunity. Let me take this shot or a pass. Let's see what he has on his options. He's getting ready to take sure this is a great opportunity for the Mustangs.
Here we go. He shoots, and then number 22, it's right there. Raheem Rose on defense for the visiting Crusaders. Mustangs go right back on the attack by number 17, Jose Ibarra. Ibarra prefers to go long on that attack on the crossbar. Mustangs on the attack. The goalie Philip for the Canadian side, very active as I mentioned. He goes on the attack. Jose Reséndiz couldn't quite stop the trajectory of that ball. I love her. Number 28 comes into the play and say, give me that ball. Jose Reséndiz finally sends that ball forward to his teammates, but there's the defense of the Canadian Crusaders. Number 11 regains control of that one. Andrea Sifano, and the Maestro Eugene comes into play. He's fouled. The referee said no. Play on. Ibarra comes up forward for the Chicago Mustangs. What do we have? We have 7 minutes, 18 seconds left on this second period of play. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome. People in the U.S. and people in Canada following this broadcast. We feel so honored that you are doing so. What do we have over there, Teresa?
Yeah, we currently have more people tuning in. Thank you so much for your comments. And right now we have DJ Rod, hi from George, very good. We have Pipa 09969. Thank you so much for your comments. The voice of Tanner 677, muchas gracias por el gran comentario. We appreciate everyone's comments. Feel free to give your comments, your points of view. I know where you guys are all tuning in from. I would like to know who you're tuning in from. What team do you guys root for? I know we have every single broadcast, Tico. We've been having fans from different teams tune in and from all over the place. I know right now a lot of people are tuning in from Canada. We appreciate it. We hope you guys are enjoying this broadcast, and we send you a very, very happy Sunday out there. Hopefully you guys don't have as much snow as we've been having this morning and yesterday, Tico, but we know that Toronto is known to have a very similar weather as we do have over here. But going back to the game, we just saw number 17 Eugene come out a little bit frustrated about himself, but you know what, that shows the level and the commitment that each player comes out and has for their team. A little bit upset of himself because he hasn't been able to complete what he's probably has in mind for himself and his determination with the Crusaders.
We got a blue car on the play. As when you were describing the action, the referees didn't wait till the play was over to raise the blue card. So that means there's a power play on the pitch for the visiting team. When there is 5 minutes, 42 seconds left, second period of play. This is going to be interesting. By Armando Gamboa, what is he planning to do to take full advantage of the defense in the Canadians? So timeout on the field. I wouldn't pay some bills. Let's play some bills.
The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. Top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer.
We're back. And we're back after the power play that we mentioned that favors Canada. 4 defenders for the home team, the Chicago Mustangs. The orchestra director on the play gets a right back. The number 2 on his dorsal, Chamale, Lopez, Chamale. Orchestra director Eugene. The ball again to Eugene. Back to Chamale. Lopez on the farther side of the pitch. Wrong on that. The goalie bat pedals and decides to go with his head. The ball right to Lopez. Lopez on a low look play. Chamale finally arrives on the scene. And the ball goes to Eugene. Eugene, Chamale. Plays it off the wall. Sergi on defense for the Mustangs. Jose Resendiz gets a little hot color and tell his defender what he wants. There's a foul on the play. Canada waiting for the whistle. Back a little bit. That was Sergi. Ball comes up to Eugene. Rolls it up a little bit, but Jose Resendiz got rid of that ball. Eugene right back on the attack for Canada. Chamale. That's it up to number 7. For a minute there, Resendiz couldn't locate the ball, but he finally does and puts the ball in play with his hand on the left-hand side. Trying to eat away some precious seconds so they can come back full power. Chamale with the ball. Didn't wait for number 2. Raheem Rose on a cross. Sergi on defense. Chamale to Raheem. Raheem comes up. Eugene on the shot 2 times. Resendiz blocks them both. There's a foul right up against the glass. Lopez pushed him a little bit. No harm done, except the foul call.
Resendiz being tested for the last 3 minutes by Crusaders, but Resendiz showing his skills, showing his focus, making sure his net is being protected. And well, I give major props to Chicago Mustangs because very well organized defense. We saw Crusaders having control of the ball for the last couple of minutes, and well, no matter what they were trying to do on passing, doing fast pass, trying to keep off guard defense very well focused, not falling for any of the talents and the foot skills of the Crusaders. We know that once the ball was going towards one of the players from the Crusaders, 2 defenders from the Mustangs were ready to approach them, to protect them, to pressure them, trying to look for that possibility of pressuring them and making sure they commit an error. But right now, we currently have the top scorer of the Mustangs making sure he's getting ready to take advantage of this foul. And, you know, this is a tactical part from the goalkeeper from the Crusaders, you know, trying to lower down the rhythm, trying to, you know, interact with the player and let's see what Jurado has in for the Chicago Mustangs at this moment.
Jurado on the attack. Philip, the goalkeeper, on defense. Here we go. There's the whistle. Shoots it wide on the left-hand side of the goalie. Comes out there. Both teams are equal players. The time elapsed. There's a goal by the Crusaders. They didn't wait to put that ball on the end of the net for Jose Resendiz. Number 18 for the visiting team scored that. Medi Esusi, beg your pardon.
Wall pass from Crusaders, number 11, Andrea Scafano, who uses the wall for support and lands that pass right in front of the goal scorer, number 18, Mehdi Asawi. This dynamic duo, as I mentioned last night, just got a signing from Crusaders. Both of them have been working together, teammates at University of Toronto, made sure they were actually champions of Ontario's Gold, which I believe it's probably a tournament that they hold. Obviously, they also are part of a 1v1 tournament they had, and they had the opportunity to be part of a tournament being seen by Lionel Messi. And right now, it's a privilege to have top players like both of them here and looking at them right in front live, you know, at the Crusaders. But you know, every single player has a wonderful background, very experienced, and you know what? That's one of the top reasons why MLIS is a special league. Just because we get to view in front of our eyes this great level of indoor soccer.
Lopez with the ball for his team. Right along to Cooper. Cooper does the once over the ball. Back to Lopez. On the defense was Marquez. asking his teammates to help on defense. Eugene with the ball. Marquez defending that ball. Goes to the carpet, to the pitch, and takes away the ball. It's a Mustangs ball. Resendiz is going to put it in play. Marquez tells Resendiz to go on the other side, and the ball travels right to him. He wasn't watching, but Jose Resendiz recoups the ball on a scoop up there for the Chicago Mustangs. There's a cross. Eugene with the ball. Number 24 for the Chicago Mustangs, Stefan Selinovic with the number 5. On the attack goes Mustangs. Left-hand side of the oval pitch in Grand Sports Arena. Again, Stefan with the ball. Marquez goes one-on-one with Chamale. Commits a foul. But the referee is right there. No harm done. Jose Resendiz making himself available just in case. Marquez decides, but he decides to go forward. Lopez for the Crusader on a breakaway. Didn't quite get there, but because number 28 on defense for the Mustangs got there first. We got 57 seconds, 0.7 left on the quarter. Very intense game. Very intense game. Goalie for Toronto with the ball. Right back to Chamale. Number 7 shows himself, Hussein, on the play, but they decide to go with Philip, the goalie. Philip with Chamale right in front of our broadcast booth. Goes on the attack. Marquez on defense. To Estefan on a breakaway. But got the ball taken away momentarily by Canada. I heard that.
Yeah, that was very clear. That we felt the contact right in the face of the player for Chicago Mustangs. You know, very aggressive Tico. I mean, this is intensity. This shows how they really want to take this game. Both teams battling on the field. Great show, great indoor soccer level. But you know what? These 13 seconds are going to be very lethal. I'm pretty sure both teams are wanting to go on top. Chicago Mustangs probably wants to get a tie at this moment too before they go into their halftime. But you know what, Tico? One of very particular I've been seeing is that D from Chicago Mustangs, even though Crusaders have taken advantage, they're holding it very, very tight, compact, you know, but Crusaders have taken advantage of just a slip of an error that Mustangs, they take advantage of it. But you know what? Anything could happen in the way of indoor soccer. Doesn't matter how much more time we have. This is a very fast pace. Anything can happen. Any error, both teams are ready to take advantage of it.
What I notice is that neither team is lending the other one absolutely nothing.
That is correct.
They both have breakaway speed on their players, so that's why we got such a low score. One of the reasons why, and also the man on the pitch and the goalies play a very big part of it. Marquez hits the ball with the left foot on a breakaway. Here comes Montreal. He reached for the blue card, but he hesitated. That's a foul. Lopez comes up. It's held up, no problem. After all, this is a game. Competition, obviously. Chamale, the referee, makes the motion that he is talking a little smack. But is he punished for it? No. Just a warning. Clam it! The referee fouled Sergi on that play, backing away from it. There's a foul that Lopez is going to put in play for the visiting team when we have 2 seconds, 2.3 left. Enough for this play that hits the wall. And there's the...
Thank you so much. That is it for the first and second quarter. Please stay tuned. We're going to go a little bit into commercials at that moment, but stay tuned because we have a special interview today with Gerardo Lopez from the Chicago Mustangs, giving some insight and information about youth soccer. Stay tuned. Thank you.
The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer.
And welcome back to this live broadcast. This is Teresa Limon. I hope you're enjoying today's game. And I have with me Coach Gerardo Lopez, more known as Coach D. And you're currently, tell us a little bit, you're currently the coach for the 2014-2015 team?
Yes, that's right.
And-
Yeah, here I'm the coach for the Chicago Grand FC Mustangs, and I also work for the Chicago Mustangs as well too.
Great, and you just had not too long ago a trip in France. Tell me more about it. How was the team? What was it about? And the most important, why is it so important to have a team like your team at that age group to take advantage of these trips and these opportunities that are being offered by the Chicago Mustangs?
Yeah, absolutely. So this year we had the opportunity to go to Paris, France to participate in a tournament for PSG Academy. We took our 2012 team and we played some very, very difficult teams, and we ended up winning. We ended up playing Team Brazil in the championship, and we won 1-0, and I'm very proud of the guys and all the work that they did. The staff did an amazing job, but most importantly, the players that go to Paris to be learn to be independent, be their own person, be independent thinkers, make decisions for themselves, and also learn about other opportunities that are presented to them outside of Hoffman Estates, outside of Illinois, outside of the U.S. And we played at the stadium, and it allowed them the opportunity to see what it takes to play on the grand stage. That way, when they get there, they already know, and they're excited and keep working hard to achieve their dreams.
Great, and after that trip, I know you're having some practices before I came in, and for the broadcast, I saw you training, having a little scrimmages. So what's next for Chicago Mustangs? What's coming up?
Yeah, well, with our academy, we have 3 different programs. The academy program, which would bring very talented players, and what we do is we help them develop into the best player that they can be. We also have 2 programs, which is the minis, which are players anywhere between 2 and 3 up to 7 and 8, where they can really get started and get their feet wet. But most importantly, we have a program called Junior Academy, which is not minis, not academy yet, and it helps players that are really interested in the game develop their skill set, so that way when they complete the program, we evaluate them, and then they can get placed into the academy program and play against tougher competition, tougher teams, and really develop themselves as players.
And tell us, how do we sign up? How can we find more information about the Chicago Mustangs? Not only your team, but just the program itself. It seems like you hold them from very small age, not easy in other clubs, but congratulations on that. But if we want more information, how can we contact you or the club?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're in the building, what you can do is go to the front desk. You can get more information there. If you're not in the building and you're watching this live, you can go on the Chicago Mustangs website. You can also look at their social media, or you can call Grand FC, Grand Sports Arena, and ask about the program and provide your details, and we'll reach out to you as well too.
Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying this great game because it's very intense. And thank you so much. Now you could go ahead and tune Chicago Mustangs. They have social media, Instagram and Facebook, and obviously their website. And please stay tuned. We'll be right back for this great game tonight between Chicago Mustangs and Canadian Crusaders.
The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS.
Hey, we're back, everybody. How you doing? Happy Sunday to you all. We have some shout-outs over there. Teresa, how you doing, by the way?
I'm doing great. I'm very surprised with the score, Tico, but this is very similar to situations we saw yesterday versus exactly the same two teams. Very interesting, very different style of play. Both teams making sure they close down those spaces to not allow the other team, the rival, come in. But you know what, Tico, this is the beauty of indoor soccer, trying to find solutions within the pitch. Obviously, two great teams out here, and let's give him actually props. Both teams are well trained for these types of situations. Chicago Mustangs, even though they're down by just 1 point, this is nothing new for them. This is something that happens usually in games. So technically, they still remain focused. I'm very interested to know what Coach Armando Gamboa probably went into the locker room. Maybe go ahead and rise a little bit more the intensity. I'm pretty sure he's giving them motivation. That they had a great first and second quarter, but there's something that needs to be worked on a little bit more. Maybe a little bit faster pace as far as complete passes, more transitions, changing the game from the side into using the center coming through. We saw a couple of situations and when Mustangs came through the middle, but obviously we know the ability that Crusaders defense has, and one of the good things we were talking is that it seems like Coach Lorenzo did a lot of analyzing from the Chicago Mustangs' previous game against Rockford Thunder because we could see it tonight.
Here we go, starting the third period of play. We got us a game, ladies and gentlemen. Marquez with the ball for the Mustangs. Goes on the attack right away. Left hand side, Canadians holding back on defense. Aside from the comments that Teresa made, got to give it up to these players, all of them, that their cardio is phenomenal. I mean, the physical conditioning of these players is phenomenal.
Especially coming from a game. They just finished the game yesterday, and now they're back on the field a short period of time. Today's match started at 1 p.m., and last night it was at 7, so there wasn't a lot of recovery time in between. But right. You know what? That shows the professionalism and the commitment each player has to their team and obviously to this league.
We got the goalie, Philip Sendelek, on the ground there. It seems that he got a little present, holding his rib cage on the left. Lopez is going to help him up. He does. We're talking about that. Chamale talking to his colleague, different team, but same sports. Nothing happened. Here we go. Things are starting up. Goalie to goalie. Resendiz gives the ball to Marquez. Marquez. Very collected. One of the veterans on the Mustangs and roster. Very knowledgeable of the game. And it shows. Mustangs on the attack. Back to. There's a shot that burns Philip Sendelak's gloves. Speaking of that, right in front of our broadcast booth, that was Marquez. On defense is the Canadian Crusaders. On the attack, body to body. Sergi. Right back to his goalie, Jose Resendiz. Got to give props also, Teresa, to both goalies. I think both goalies, and obviously the players on the pitch, but I mean, they had kept this game low score, very low score, and it reflects on the digital. There's a push on the other side, a late whistle, but it came in favor of the visiting team, the Canadian Crusaders. Eugene is going to put it in play. On the no-look pass, Raheem Rose comes up with the play. There's a shot, a cross, another whistle. I think, Teresa and fans, I think as this game progresses, it's going to get a little more physical. A little more physical because the Mustangs are at home. The Crusaders won yesterday. And obviously, I'll finish my thought in a second here, because Crusaders are on the attack. Mustang defending. There was a handball on the pitch, but also there was a trip. Any home team that come and have the supporting fans on the stands and the drums and in the festival kind of atmosphere, I'm sure that game stung a little bit.
That is correct. I mean, they don't feel any pressure, but obviously they are on their home grounds, and you know, there's a lot of support out there. Family is out there, friends and family, you know, and especially the DJ. You know, the DJ is very supportive. He's always making sure his players are motivated. You know, showing the best music. DJ Mustang, who we see across from us, we want to give him a shout out. He's doing a tremendous job. Very great introduction. Everyone, the kids from Chicago Mustangs youth soccer program are actually here watching their players. You know, we see them high five them right before the game and pumping their team up. You know, this is very important. You know, part of the whole community here at Hammond Estates. You know, Chicago Mustangs have been here for quite some time, always giving them a great atmosphere, great show, great soccer environment here at Grand Sports Arena.
There was a foul on the play. Ibarra is going to put it in play for the Chicago Mustangs. Two on the wall for Toronto. Here we go. He shoots this to go low on the ground onto his right. The glass becomes part of the scene. Right back up to Sergi. A little bit more than Ibarra has anticipated. But he's battling over there with number 23, Lee Ford, for Canada. Right back to Resendiz. Push it up. There's a little tap on the head for the Mustangs, but that was accidental. Right back to Jose Resendiz. Sergi comes up, backpedaling. Right back to the goalie, Resendiz. Over to the other side to Ibarra. Ryder plays it off the wall, but Lopez is right there on defense for the Canadians. Eugene alongside to fill up the goalie. There's a give and go over there and a push. And there's a Canadian player on the ground, and there's a foul in favor of the visiting team. See, that's exactly what I just said a little while ago, that the more this game progresses, it's going to get a little more physical. But it's part of the scheme, I will say, of the game. You know, there's nothing wrong with being a little rough as long as it doesn't cross the line. Number 18 for the Crusaders is going to put that ball in play. Mehdi. Got 2 on the wall for the Mustangs. Mehdi. 2 on the wall for the Mustangs. Mehdi. He shoots with the left. Jose Resendiz just making sure that nothing is going to go past his work area. Jose Resendiz puts the ball hugging the pitch, the carpet, or the artificial turf. Ibarra, very crafty, puts the ball on the ground. There's a foul on the play. Change the personnel for both teams. He's going to put that in place. Marquez for the Mustang. He does with the gifted left footed of his. Canadians right back on the attack. Marquez took his other, scoops it up, plays off a wall, comes right back up. Number 22 on the scene saying, I'm here. But so are the Crusaders. Going for the ball. Shoots! There's a goal. Gol, 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 gol. Andy Tovar took that ball. Right shot. It ends up on the net, and the Mustangs are right back at it.
Qué misil acabamos de ver de Andy Tovar, el número 2 de los Chicago Mustangs, que recibe ese pase y dijo, aquí estoy, ¿por qué no tomar ese bombazo justo pasadita de la línea? Un golazo, Tico, acabamos de presenciar.
La pelota la consigue ahorita el equipo de visita. Viene Eugene adelante, marcando, va a la secundaria, deja y gol. Viene y va, 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 viene y va. Esto es un sub y baja, Teresa, por el amor de Dios. Acabamos de presenciar un golazo del equipo de casa y al otro lado de la sub y baja llega Toronto y anota.
Qué contestación del número 7 del equipo canadiense, Osam Hussein, que luego utiliza su táctica, su técnica que acabamos de ver. Es muy letal con esos pies, hace una finta, un recorte donde el arquero Resendiz cae sobre esa finta y bueno, luego lo pone justo para poder subir a su equipo nuevamente el marcador. Canadá 4, Chicago Mustangs 3.
8 minutos con 34 segundos restando a este tercer periodo de juego. Hay un tiro ahí que muy bien abraza, dice José Resendiz. Cae sobre la pelota y manda la misma a jugar, a rodar al terreno de juego por el sector de la izquierda, pero muy bien ahí está la defensa de Canadá, negándole la oportunidad al equipo de casa. Llega a los linderos al área de trabajo donde está José Resendiz. José Resendiz distribuye muy bien el balón con Márquez. Márquez no se quiere complicar la vida y sale jugando. Ahorita Mr. Cooper está a la defensiva para el equipo canadiense. Viene, lo estrella contra el vidrio. Continúa la acción. Fuerte pero limpia. Va en la distribución del balón a toda velocidad. El número 23 para Canadá. Se agazapa Alan Leaford. Recupera Márquez para el equipo de casa. Se la puntea Leaford. Llega, le pega un golpecito ahí en el hombro. El referí está muy cerca de la jugada y dice: no me vengas a hablar material de colchón, porque yo estaba muy cerca de la jugada. Reanudando las acciones ahorita en el terreno de juego. Está moviendo la pelota el equipo de Canadá por intermedio de Eugene. Eugene, se le asoma el portero Philip. Para él va el balón. Pelota en profundidad a la candela. a la candela, pero sale muy bien Eugene ahí, avance para el equipo de visita, la estrella contra la pared, pero ahí está el golero José Reséndiz, que pone la pelota en movimiento, deja que pegue atrás, que haga el autopase, pero de atrás llega el corpulento defensor del equipo canadiense. Hay un hombre caído para el equipo de Chicago, se detienen las acciones y ahí está.
Así es.
Ahí está.
Así es el número 22, Darío Gamboa, por ahí tocándose el tobillo, un poquito, el 21, disculpa, de parte de Chicago Mustangs, que está un poquito dolorido por ahí, el tobillo, si no mal veo. Alejandro Morales se toca y sigue justo en el piso, pidiendo.
Ahí están detenidas las acciones. Tenemos un timeout. Vamos a consultar con el productor a ver si nos vamos a una breve pausa comercial y volvemos con la acción aquí desde el Grand Sports Arena.
The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer.
All right, and we're back. We are back when we have 6 minutes and 47 seconds left on this third period of play. Very, very entertaining game. Chamale with the ball for the visiting team. Passing the ball right next to the wall base. Canada. Chamale with the ball. Phillip, the goalie. I was noticing, Teresa, that how we put that imaginary switch between languages. I love it. I mean, how in mid-sentence we can just come right back with the other language. I mean, it's a gift.
Oh, is this a switch already? Oh,
No, it's a commentary.
Oh, okay. You took me off guard for a second right there when we heard the first switch. I was like, what is he talking about?
It's all right. What's
but
it
then
called?
my
I get
brain,
that a lot.
My brain just said Spanish, Teresa, Spanish. I'm like, oh, yeah. Ya empecé a hablar con español. But,
That's
you know,
right.
this is the beauty. This is the beauty, especially because there's not only, it doesn't matter the language, but there's actually a third language here. And this is the language of soccer, the vocabulary of soccer, which is totally a different language as well. And, well, it's obviously a talent for all of us here. Once you start learning the game and getting passionate, like all of our viewers out there, which we would like to thank you once again for tuning in this afternoon to enjoy the game with us, this beautiful game of indoor soccer between two great teams, Chicago Mustangs and the Canadian Crusaders. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and obviously feel free to leave us a comment. Tell us a little bit, why do you guys like watching indoor soccer? If there's a certain player that you like to follow, feel free. Tell us since when, how long have you been following your team out there? I know there's a lot of people coming into our broadcast from different parts of the U.S. and Canada. So shout out to all of you guys. Hope you guys are having a great time on this Sunday. I asked one of the questions, Zico, I'm here thinking about what I'm going to do afterwards, and I asked, like, what is everyone eating while watching this game? And I had HX respond back, and he says he's currently watching the game and eating ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Save me some. There you go. Philip, the goalie for Canada, put it Chamale. Number 3, Jared Phillip. Decided not to go with that player. Goes right back to the goalie. Phillip on the other side. Completely Eugene right in front of us. Try to get rid of the ball, but number 8 for the Mustangs, Gabriel Jurado, got a piece of that, sending the ball out of bounds. Eugene puts it in play with his goalie, Phillip. Lopez on the other side on the counter attack. And he shoots. Jose Resendiz in play. It's so cool to see how the goalies multiply themselves almost like a spider. The action right in front of our booth here. I'm gonna ask Mehdi. Mehdi, can I get some room here, brother? There you go. Thank you. Sorry, man. All right. I was asking Mehdi. The action is so intense that they lose perspective of where they are situated in the bench. Very cool guy. Very gifted player. Ball for the Mustangs on the attack. Sergi waits until it bounces off the wall to give it to Marquez. Marquez got a little under that ball, sends it to the net, so there's a goal kick. A goal kick for the Crusaders. Phillip puts it up to Eugene. Eugene very cautiously passes to his goalie. In turn, puts it right back. There's a violation of the 3 lines. The referees are very observant of that rule. So therefore, there's a Mustangs ball.
Great opportunity for Chicago Mustangs, and here we look like they're trying to figure out which of the 3 players are going to take it, but it seems that 34 will probably take it. Let's see, Tico, if Eduardo Nava would take this or if it would be Marquez, but great opportunity. This is something.
He tried to sneak it in there, but it was a good idea. There's a foul. No, the referee said play on. It goes off the wall. Marquez in hot pursuit of number 7 for the Canadian. He shoots and goal. He shoots and it scores on a breakaway for the Canadian Crusaders. What do we got on the score? 5-3.
Yes, number 7. This would be his 3rd goal of today. Osam Hussein, who right away receives the ball and has that breakaway. We know how lethal he is, and once again, that's what he demonstrates this afternoon. Very high speed and takes it right over, receives the ball in the air, receives it with his thigh, then brings it down, takes that shot with his right foot, and Resendiz wasn't able to protect the goal, but here we go. For those who are tuning in, thank you for tuning in. Currently the score is Chicago Mustangs 3, Canadian Crusaders 5, and we have Chicago Mustangs currently using their white uniforms, black bottom, black socks, and on the Canadian Crusaders side we have black. We just witnessed another
goal for Canada Crusaders. Another goal. They go up on the count 6-3 when there is 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 1. There's a card. There's a yellow card. There's a yellow card on the pitch. Let me recap who is the guilty party on that. Marquez. Marquez is hot. Marcus is hot. He got called on the second period of play on that, but it's part of the game.
That is correct, and we just witnessed the 6th goal for the Canadian Crusaders, which was finished by number 23, Luford Allen, who has been very active, Tico, very aggressive out there, and finally he got what he wanted, which was actually a nice shot from his end. I'm going to take this time, Tico, to go ahead and welcome those who are tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in, and one of the questions I asked, how long have you been following indoor soccer? And HS 823 says he's been following his team since 1978, Tico, the original Cleveland Force, right through the old Cleveland Crunch and the current Cleveland Crunch as well. Terrell Spencer also says he's following because of Jason Alvarado. He's from the Jason Alvarado fan club. And Lesaya Redwood, who right there takes her hat off for the Canadian Crusaders, who has been tuning in from Canada. We want to thank all of you guys for tuning in, and hopefully you're enjoying this broadcast.
There's a shot that the goalie Phillip puts it away, and then there's another shot. Phillip, the goalkeeper for the Canadian Crusaders, had no option but extend his gloves out, and it hits him, sends that ball to a corner. Sergi is going to put it in play for the Chicago Mustangs. The goalie putting Eugene right up against the wall. Don't you let them sneak that ball in there, but they decided to go back to number 8 for the Mustang, Gabriel Jurado. The action right in front of our booth. Finding on the other side Eugene. Eugene waiting for the bump. Decides to go against the glass. And here comes number 18 galloping for the Crusader team. Ibarra glancing up forward. It's look kind of lonesome on that particular play. Resendiz take the initiative, sends the ball upstairs, or down the field rather. Eugene comes up with the ball, breaks away. You know, Teresa and friends, the way these guys run on the pitch, they make it look so effortlessly. It's like they're galloping. It reminds me on that. We're gonna pay some bills. Let's pay some bills.
The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer.
Hey, we're back. I got pushed a little bit around here in our booth. by the ladies from the Grand Sports Arena. And what's the score? What's the score? Talk to me, Teresa. What's the score?
Currently, we have Canadian Crusaders up 6, Chicago Mustangs 3. Those who are tuning in, thank you once again. 3 goals have been scored on the Canadian side by Osman Hussein, and then we have one from Sebastian Lopez, who scored another goal, and Leoford Allen with the number 23 scored goal. Number 18, also Mehdi Usawi. Those are the scores for tonight for this afternoon, Canadian Crusaders. And on the Chicago Mustangs side, we had first goal scored by Gabriel Jurado. Then we had another one by Andy Tobar. And, well, we had the number 24 making an appearance and actually helping his team up by another shot with Stefan Solonovic.
Well, we are waiting currently to begin the fourth quarter for the teams to return to the pitch. So we can begin. Everybody takes their place. We're going to take ours as soon as I don't get bumped here. There you go. There you go. Is it safe, Teresa? Can I sit down now, Teresa?
Yes, you can.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
Because it is very intense out here. Both teams are looking for taking that victory. We're into the beginning of the fourth quarter. What has happened lately? We've been having a big battle, Tico. We've been witnessing a big battle between 2 great teams. We have the Crusaders coming in from Toronto, Canada, who made the trip all the way to Hoffman Estates. They had a match yesterday in which they landed, and right away they had to set their mentality into game mode and took the win yesterday. And today they're once again up on the score with no resting period in between yesterday's match and today's. But you know what? These players are ready for any situation that gets in front. And well, on the Chicago Mustangs side, always keeping their minds in focus. And even though they've been down a couple of times, they always get right back up. And you know, this is not the first time. You know, every team witnesses and takes advantage and has experience of being down. But you know, the beauty of indoor soccer is having the ability of a quick-paced team, and obviously having enough time to score at any moment.
That was a stolen ball. Jose Resendiz caught a win of that and got his players on the other side. Right in the other side when there is 13 minutes and counting back. We are so glad that you are tuned in. In a few minutes, we're going to throw it over to Teresa so we can send some shout-outs. Speaking of breakaway, here comes the Crusaders by number 23, hanging the wall on the other side. Ibarra comes to help, and then he grabs the ball. Steps on it. He's waiting for his counterparts to take their place. Number 28 does. Hernan Garcia right to Jose Resendiz, which takes the play. Garcia with the ball to Resendiz, moves up on the right flank, puts the ball in play. Left side of the pitch, waiting for the wall to give that ball right back to him. Sergi, right back to Jose Resendiz. Jose Resendiz to Sergi. Resendiz looking up, puts the ball in play, right side of the pitch. Great game. Let's send it over to Teresa and see who she has on the tune in and the shout outs right after this counter attack by the Crusaders. Playing with the wall rather, right in front of our booth. Number 8 for the Canadian, Rahimi. Right back to the goalie, Philip. What do we have over there, Teresa?
We have a lot of people tuning in. A fan of Lorenzo Redwood, who is the head coach of the Canadian Crusaders. Thank you so much. Everyone's very, very cooperative. We have HX823 giving us the current score of the South Conference between Utah and Vegas, who are currently in the fourth quarter. For those who are doing a very good follow-up of today's match and the match that is currently happening at the same time. Currently the score is Utah 8, Las Vegas 3. And you know what, Tico, I want to let you know, if there are any teams out there, youth teams, that we just had an interview with Coach George from from Chicago Mustangs Youth 2014-2015. We want to do a special invite from Grand Sports Arena. They have a holiday cup coming up next month, Friday, December 26th, and goes through Saturday, December 27th. Great tournament, great cup that usually they do on a yearly basis. I've came over to one of these to kind of view and get a taste of the future of youth soccer and you know what comes up of these talented players. And let me tell you, they have this great tournament, this holiday cup for divisions: high school, 09, 2010, 2011, 12, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017 will be coming up. And how do you sign up? Well, if you could check out the latest information found the Chicago Mustangs social media through Instagram and Facebook, or you could give a call in to the arena at 224-808-1697, located at Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Great arena. Chicago Mustangs, let me tell you, this home, which is Grand Sports Arena, has 4 indoor soccer fields, and not the small indoor soccer fields that we usually see in the city, but this huge indoor soccer fields that we currently could see on the screen if you're following us. And as we speak, there's actually leagues going on. They have leagues for adults, they have leagues for women, they have leagues for youth. Right, and it's the beauty of this sports arena, because let me tell you, there's something to do always during the holidays, during the winter. And you know what, I'm going to tell you, as soon as you walk in, the staff is amazing, Tico. This is one of the things I love when I come right in, is the welcoming. This is a huge facility. I get lost, Tico. I've always have to be asking where the restaurant is located. I love the restaurant. That's the first thing I want to know in every facility, where the restaurant is. I don't know you, but the meals that we've had, I think we discussed that yesterday. We had the quesadillas and the tacos. I don't know you, but the food is amazing. The staff is amazing. And management is always visible for customer service.
There's a foul that the Mustangs are going to put in play, and there's a goal. The Mustangs are galloping back against the Canadian Crusaders. So the score is 6-4. 6-4. And regardless of the time, this is a great game. This is a great game going on here in Grand Sports Arena in Hoffman Estates. Thanks for the shout-outs. And great information that Teresa passed along. Mr. Cooper on the attack for the visiting team. Number 9 on his dorsal. Right to Chamale. Chamale combining. Right over to number 20. Nolan Caruta. So then bound ball that number 28 for the Mustangs is going to put in play. Hernan Garcia. He does to Resendiz. Resendiz to Ibarra. Ibarra, Resendiz. Resendiz decides to put the ball in play right up against the wall, which the Mustangs want to take every advantage that the Canadians are giving them. There's a ball, Canadian ball, that the goalie Phillip is going to put in play. He does, in short. That's our play. Chamale. Right back to Chamale. With number 20, Karuta. Looking for his teammate on the other side. Great location by Jose Resendiz, the goalie for the Chicago Mustangs. Number 20, Karuta on the plate. Number 22, Raheem Rose. And there's a foul. And the Mustangs claim that was a dive. Nevertheless, the referee let the play continue. Chamale with the ball. Comes up, strip on the play. Play on the referee. Motion with his hand. Number 28 and Garcia with the ball. Mr. Cooper on the attack. There's a whistle, a late whistle. He can't believe that he committed a foul. Cooper with the ball. Right back to his defender. He's inviting the forward to come and try to take it away. There's a hit, but it keeps going on. The play continues. Off the wall. Cooper right in front of us. Great action. Arling technology and the controls. There's a shot. A swing of a ball, but Resendiz was right there and said no to that play. Mustangs on the attack. And number 84, Jose Matute. 6 minutes and 39 seconds and counting. There's a shot by Sergi. Great location by the goalie Phillip, sending that ball to a corner kick. Yes, it is. It's a corner kick. I can't see from my point of view here who's going to take a shot, but we got a timeout on the field. We're going to stay with the signal here. We're going to take advantage of this full timeout so we can send some shout outs out there to the folks.
Yeah, we currently have 130 viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the comments. HX 823, Mo Center 1491, DeAndre 2591. Thank you so much, Charles Brown, as well, for keeping up the questions. Thank you so much. Tico, we currently have the fans out there cheering for their team. Very, very focused on what their team is doing out tonight, this afternoon. Chicago Mustangs is currently down by 2 points, but let me tell you, Tico, these 6 minutes are enough to try and catch up to the Crusaders. Anything could happen. This fast-paced indoor soccer we've seen that has been incredible. Chicago Mustangs has had this experience before, but you know what? Anything could happen. We've been surprised all the time in the last minute. Nothing happens till the last second, till that whistle. Hard workers out there.
The referee came over and said that was a media timeout, so we're going to stay with the play according to the producer on the pitch, Arling Technology. So the action is going to resume on the other side of the pitch. On the other side of the pitch, and it's Mustangs ball. I see Ibarra very close to the wall, and so is number 3 for my advantage. No, beg your pardon, it's just Ibarra. That side of the field is very congregated by players wearing black and players wearing white. The ball, it's in movement, and the Crusaders come up with it on a breakaway. Here comes Lopez, but Resendiz was right there. He didn't move, and voila! He's got the ball in his hands. On a breakaway, Marquez. He shoots with the left, the gifted one. And the Crusaders come up with it via number 23, Alan Leaford. Goes up against the goal, and Leaford commits a foul. You can't believe it.
What is he calling?
Right up back to Jose Resendiz on a breakaway. Passing up is number 21 for the Mustangs. The ball trickled right alongside the choke line and didn't go in. There's a shot. Again, no. Hit the upper part of the cabana. And the referee right there, Jose, close to the action, said nope. And the action continue on the pitch. Ball hugging the wall. Crusaders on defense. On the cross. He's waiting for help from his teammates. 5 minutes, 19 seconds left on the fourth quarter. 6-4 is the score. The Canadians are leading this contest. The Mustang player waits till it hits the wall to put it in bound. Alex Gillian. Marquez to Ibarra. Ibarra looking the horizon. Marquez filtered right through. Lopez for Chameli. There's a foul on that one. Marquez is going to get the blue card, and he's saying no. It's funny because he's pointing to the bleachers. But anyway, it's still a foul. It's a blue card, and he's got to go to the hot box. And then that means that the Canadians have a power play in their hands. That they can take full advantage of it. But regardless of anything, Teresa, amigos, amigas, it's been a great game. And it's still a great game. Not over yet. So with that said, we're going to wait for the Canadians to put the ball in play. And they do. By Eugene. To Chameli to Eugene. Eugene's open up the field to Lopez. Eugene. Chamale. Again to Eugene. On this side, Lopez. Right in front of our broadcast booth. Crusaders. Looking. Chamale. Try to put that through, but on the breakaway, Stefan. Stefan's for the Chicago Mustangs. Right back to Ibarra. To Jose Resendiz. Right to where Chamale was at. Lopez on the counter. On the breakaway, there's a cross, but great defense by Stefan. Number 14 for the Mustangs scoops it up. But the goalie, Phillip, was right there. Raheem Rose to Eugene. Raheem. Eugene again. Still the power play is still on. Very few seconds left. Chamale on the attack. Plays the wall. Try to brings it down. Lopez very cautiously hiding up against the wall. Eugene with the ball. Chamale. He's going to shoot. He changes his mind. Right up above the cabana of Jose Resendiz. To Eugene. Eugene, number 22, he shoots. Resendiz right there. Sergi on the breakaway for the Chicago Mustangs. Right back to Ibarra. Ibarra trying to make something, burn some seconds so he can have full help on the pitch. Mustangs on the attack. Marquez right back. So the counter play or the power play is over. Marquez right back on the pitch. Still attacking. Shooting from long range. Ibarra with the header. The goalie, Philip, sends it right up to number 18, Mehdi. Mehdi crossing the ball. Lopez, that was number 18, leaves it right on a heel pass. Number 22, Raheem Rose to Lopez. Lopez to Philip. Philip to Eugene. Eugene filters that ball. He couldn't get there in time to put that ball in the net. So that means the Monsters counterattack up against the wall. There was great defense. Woo! That was a late call, Teresa. That was a late call, and the whole bench for Canada erupted. But that's the name of the game.
That is correct. This is a great opportunity for Chicago Mustangs to try and put a point right up on the scoreboard. There's a minute left to the fourth quarter. This is intense. This is the time where both teams will rise their intensity even more than what we have currently witnessed. This is an opportunity where the goalkeeper from Crusaders either going to protect his goal or we're going to have another point. And currently we have the Chicago Mustangs getting ready and, getting ready in case they have to come out to help their teammate out. And Tico, this is intense.
Eduardo Nava on the shootout against Philip. Philip, Nava waiting. Here we go. There's the whistle. Nava on the attack. Philip. Goal! Eduardo Nava, timeout. Timeout. That was a Mustangs goal, Teresa.
Qué gran gol y terminación y definición de parte del número 34 del Chicago Mustangs. Nava nuevamente ayudando a su equipo, motivándolo ahora, anotando ese gol. Actualmente tenemos el marcador, solamente un gol de diferencia. Sabemos que el Chicago Mustangs ha estado en este tipo de situaciones donde ha regresado en estos momentos. Sabemos que el entrenador Armando Gamboa está dando indicaciones por ahí, hablándoles un poquito fuerte. También vemos el capitán Márquez que está hablándole con unas palabras fuertes a su equipo. De seguro, Tico, mencionándole que el partido aún no termina. Un minuto, Tico, es suficiente para poder buscar subir al equipo, para poder empatar este partido. Sabemos que es muy letal, es muy rápido el partido de indoor soccer y bueno, sabemos que no termina el partido hasta el último silbatazo del parte del árbitro.
Queda 1 minuto con 8 segundos del mencionado. Acciones detenidas. Vemos a un sexto atacante ahora para el equipo de Chicago Mustangs en el terreno de juego. Yo creo que Gamboa está utilizando esa arma para poder empatar el partido y alargar el tiempo para ver quién se lleva este codiciado partido que ha estado súper forjeado. Así es que el equipo de Canadá va a mover el balón. Canada is going to play the ball in motion. And then they do. Right back to Philip. Philip, they got to put that ball in the freezer to kill some seconds, because the Mustangs are all out with that 6th attacker. We got Ibarra on the play. Right back to the 6th attacker. We come on the defense for Canada. We got 43 seconds, 0.5 left on that. sixth attacker. Counteracting for the Chicago Mustangs. But here comes Canada on the cross. On the other side, Lopez trying to make his presence felt. But on the other side, gonna have to stand up for this one here. I'm too comfortable sitting down. So is everybody. There's Marquez, who gets fouled on the play, but the referee says play on. The ball headed out by the defender. There's a whistle on the play, and this game is over. There is the buzzer. There's the buzzer, or do we still have some time left on it? The clock shows 0.
2 seconds, Tico.
2 seconds. Put 2 seconds on the clock. There's a Canadian player down. Timeout. The referee is motion timeout. So with 5 seconds, brought it up to 5 seconds. We got ourselves some emotional coaches and teams, players. And so are we, because this game has been very, very exciting, Teresa.
Yes, it has, Tico. 5 seconds is enough for this great opportunity for Chicago Mustangs
That's an eternity.
Take a missile right there and put it inside the box. I'm pretty sure that's what the team is trying to make sure that happens. This could be tied in just 5 seconds, Tico.
It takes less than that. But the Canadians are looking to go on defense all out. With this 5 second that was brought up by the referees. On the discussion over there, we still got a conference over there on the table we can see from our vantage point. But what is confusing to me, Teresa and friends, is that was the clock reflected in 0. And then 2 seconds. And now it's 5 seconds. So the decisions are made by the referees. Ibarra is called. Ibarra is one of the captains for the Mustangs, surrounded by 3 Canadians, number 22 and Lopez number 10. Number 22 is Raheem Rose. There's other players such as Sergi that comes to the powwow. Jose, one of the referees, says, get away from here. Marquez. So, what do we got here? What do we got here? There was a foul on the play. The referee is motioning that ball, it's gonna be taken like a shootout between Canada and Jose Resendiz, the goalie for the Chicago Mustangs. We have number 7 Osman Hussein gonna shoot that breakaway. Everybody in the middle of the pitch when we have 5 seconds. 5 seconds left in this game. All right. Let's focus. Hussein to shoot. Resendiz defending. Alongside his left post. Hussein waiting for instruction from his bench. Waiting on the official whistle. Here we go! There it is! Hussein shoots. Resende comes up. Huge big. And Resendiz comes up with it. I mean, there you go. There's a little rifty. Come on, guys. Is it just a game? There's a push and shove over there. That's the end of the game. 6-5. 6-5. That's the end of the game. Let's wrap it up, Teresa. Pleasure working with you as always.
Definitely. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in. We have gone to the full time where the final score is Chicago Mustangs 5, Canadian Crusaders 6. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, everyone who put the comments. We always enjoy having all of you guys come out and share the live broadcast. I also want to say the next game for the Chicago Mustangs will be coming up as an away game against Rockford Thunder. For now, thank you so much. Till then, have a great Sunday.
Bye-bye.
The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer. The top professional indoor soccer league, MLIS, Major League Indoor Soccer.